Nothing changes. All I want is a moment to think clearly, but thoughts come unrelenting, consuming every waking moment. My mind binds me and I can't escape. I shout for help, but no one hears me. One day I feel I'll just disappear. Lost in this chaos, I'm searching for peace, but it's hard to find when my thoughts never cease. Everything I do is all-consuming. My mind races, leaving me breathless and worn. I try to find solace, but it's fleeting, leaving me with nothing but the echoes of my screams. I shout for help, but no one hears me. One day I feel I'll just disappear. Lost in this chaos, I'm searching for peace, but it's hard to find when my thoughts never cease. Who am I to say I deserve peace? Maybe I'm better off just fading away. It's what I'm used to, this isolation.
Greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome to the Dirt Sheet Radio Raw Post-Show Rewind for October the 28th, 2024. I am Tyler, the Pro Wrestling Hipster. This here's Little Molly Holly. With me there is...
How's it going, guys? As always, joining the man himself, Tyler, and Monday Night Molly. It is Caesar, sitting down talking about Monday Night Raw. And as always, we will sit.
And that kick-ass song that you're hearing right there.
Oh yeah, we should acknowledge
Saskia
that.
Creations. That is Lore of the Fighter. Doubt. Saskia Creations on YouTube. Go check her out. Absolutely amazing song, guys. I think we might have found our opening song here. This is incredible, absolutely incredible.
I love how
guys,
it cut
welcome to the show, everyone. We are here to talk about Monday Night Raw, and yes, we got that shout out to Saskia Creations. Thank you again for that amazing track that we've got opening the show here. Also, before we get into tonight's proceedings for Monday Night Raw, quick shout out to our partner on the web out there. That would be comicbookclick.com. Comicbookclick.com/Dirt Sheet Radio for all of your pop culture, comic book, professional wrestling, Molly needs, everything all in one place. Make it your homepage. Check it out multiple times a day, just like we do. Not because we're legally obligated, but because we love it. Y'all, it is Monday night. We are here to talk about Raw. I'm still riding a wave of fun from Halloween Havoc last night, but hey, we're transitioning actual Halloweens in just a couple days. But
I can't believe that already. That's crazy.
I know, right? It's flying by, man, flying by. But we're here to talk about Monday Night Raw, and we're going to talk about the main event at the top of the show here, as is tradition. And tonight's main event was one Dominik Mysterio taking on a former world champion in Damien Priest. Dom pulls out a win here, squeaks out a
highlight of distractions.
A cacophony of issue outside the ring. Lots of chicanery, goofiness, Judgment Day going to Judgment Day, right? That's what's going to happen.
I was surprised to see Carlito, in all honesty.
That's not cool.
Well, you know why.
Hey, apparently no one's mad. No one's mad.
Oh, yeah, I know. But anyways, that's all I was to get out there.
But yeah, so kind of a surprising finish there, but I guess this means that at some point Dominik Mysterio will be wrestling Gunther.
Yeah, I don't know how to feel about that.
He's gonna die.
I'm for.
He's gonna get shellacked post to post. Yeah, I mean, the match was actually pretty solid. Like we say this sometimes, but not often enough. Dom can put on an entertaining match. Dom's good at what he does. With
the right person? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to like the guy, but he gets the job done.
Actually, it helps if you don't like the guy.
I mean, like, if you're like part of the population who's like, oh, he's so cool. But if you're like the rest of us, you're like, he's a dumpster.
Are there people that are like, ooh, that Dom, he's so cool? Is that a thing?
I don't know them. I think it's like seeing a Sasquatch, but
I don't want to know him.
I would chime in to say that it's pretty cool to be able to make out with Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan and all of that on television. I, for one, am jealous of Dirty Dom.
I'm
love how
jealous,
John describes
the thickness of his facial hair when he grows it. The entirety of his mustache is like all of my beard just jammed into a stash. So I'm a little envious of that. So
hey, I can't even grow facial hair, so or I can, but it's like very minimal.
Like Orlando Bloom. There's no shame. But
I'm not worried.
Caesar, what you think of the main event here? Dom getting the win the way he got it. Him getting a future title shot here. Apparently, I mean, how are you feeling about this?
I mean, it wasn't like a 5-star match. It was cool. I had my kicks out of it watching Dom get his head kicked in, or has just the shit kicked out of him, essentially. I'm just curious. I'm pretty sure as much as you are and the rest of our amazing followers and fans and people watching this whenever they watch it, as to what this is going to turn into. Because yes, Dom gets a shot, but when, where, and how far is Gunther going to smack him in the chest, and how far is it going to go into his chest?
I mean, that's really what you want to see. You want to see the violence that Gunther's going to perpetrate.
I'm going to get a chair and a bag of popcorn and a cold beer and watch.
I mean, I assume I assume it's going to be probably like one of those like world title defenses on a Raw. I would doubt they would put that on pay-per-view or a PLA.
I feel like, yeah, ooh. I feel like what this is going to be is one of those matches when they do it, that Dom's going to bring up all of Judgment Day with him, and Gunther's just going to destroy everybody. Completely everybody. Still excited for it, though. The post-match is what really intrigued the hell out of me. I don't know about you. Like, it was cool to see Damien actually just lash out and just almost crush Dom. What's going on, Daniel? So, it's going to be interesting to see how they unfold with this. But
I mean, it's like he lost the match, but like, I mean, he didn't look like the loser when it was all said and done.
Here. Yeah. The question is, let's say Dom didn't win and Damien did win. Would that mean Damien goes like straight ahead to the title shot spot, or is he just like, doing his thing still?
I think that Gunther and Damien already have an understanding that at some point Priest will probably get that rematch. But it looks like they've kind of done away with the old school concept of the rematch clause. It just doesn't seem to happen anymore, which I'm fine with.
I'm fine with it, unless it's for an actual, like, they had a dirty finish. Then I'd be like, okay, no, let's do it properly. Even if, so-and-so doesn't win. But in this regard, yeah, no, I'm fully on your side. Like, screw that stupid rule. So
yeah, I've not really been a fan of it historically. But like it's one of the things where it's like when they did it for so long, it caused you to be booked into a corner.
Well, I mean, the one rule I do remember before was like, so if these two went into a title match and this person won it and they got the rematch and they lost it, they were sent to the back of the line
Right.
for a while. Whereas
The
now
back of
it's
the
a little
line.
more chaotic, or however they decide to do it. I don't know how they do it anymore. Pro wrestling and stats aren't very hand in
No,
hand.
no, they certainly not.
Sorry,
But,
AEW.
If it works, it works. It's a really hard
Hey,
thing.
I can
to
take that shot. I'm technically making fun of myself on that one.
But anything else on the main event here tonight, or shall we hop around to the beginning of the program?
I just kind of wish Dawn got put through a table, but can't always have what you want.
That's true. Unfortunately.
Oh yeah, let's go to the show. Or sorry, the start of the show.
The beginning of the show. So we have the kind of the same sort of opening they've been doing as of late here for the last few weeks, last month or so, where they, kind of narrate the wrestlers walking in, break down what's going on the show tonight. They were talking about the crown jewel belts, having those brought in, talking about how they're handcrafted and, getting the white glove treatment and all that. They pretty much immediately went to a video package that recapped what happened with Jey Uso and Braun Breaker last week, and then also with the Usos on SmackDown. And this led to Jey Uso making his way out to the ring to open the show. He was out there not too long by himself before he called out his brother to try to have a little bit of a chat, more of a reconciliation. Before we get into the meat of the promo here, Caesar Man, what'd you think of this setup here tonight? Obviously they needed to recap everything that happened last week, especially on SmackDown, because surprisingly, not everyone that watches Raw watches SmackDown. But what'd you think of it, man?
I'm only gonna watch SmackDown when The Weeknd releases his new album. But on an actual note, I was shocked at how fast they went right into it. I thought it was gonna be like a little bit of like a build, and then he'd go, "Okay, now I'm gonna call him out, yeet," and then he would do it. But also, it was cool to hear Jimmy getting a big pop. Like, it wasn't like ginormous, like stadium pop, but it was still a big pop. So that was cool.
Yeah, I thought so too. Molly is barking. Sorry,
Molly's excited.
She's excited. She is excited. He did get a pretty sizable pop tonight. It was nice to hear. I don't know. He's been gone for the most part for a while, but it was good. And then I think part of that pop is tied to Jay himself and them being reconciled.
Who cares? He got a pop. It's how to look at it, which is great, especially going into the quote unquote Survivor Series storyline they might have planned or do have planned. It's like, okay, Jimmy's getting some, I guess we'll say praise. I was gonna say heat, but that's the wrong side.
No, yeah, heat's the opposite side of the equation.
Opposite side of the triangle, guys.
But they didn't really get too much of a chance to get too chatty with one another. They were establishing that everything's not okay, and
Not everything
Jay's
is
saying
juicy.
that they're not the ones either, but they didn't get too far into it before they were jumped.
The heart to heart
Attacked.
was ended.
The heart to heart was
By
ended.
the Weeknd's
by the-
backup dancers.
Man, poor baby boss. This was a pretty good brawl though too. I dug this. That chair toss into Jacob Fatu's head.
Dude, they actually made Jacob look like a freaking monster. And I'm
Always
fully
looks like
for
a
it.
monster.
Where no tonight he went up a notch or two.
I'm not always really big on people no-selling moves, but I really like it when he does it. I think if you use it sparingly, you know what? In this,
He's ranting. He's ranting.
No, this is a good thing. I'm just trying to think of a way to say this like compassionately, because I don't always like comparing active wrestlers to deceased ones, but like there's so much of what Umaga was
No, I can see
in
it.
how Jacob Fatu presents himself and wrestles. Just unhinged violence, but like he's got he's got more character development to it than Umaga had. Umaga didn't have, unfortunately, the time to kind of get the character that developed. But like this almost feels like in spirit a continuation of that character, and I absolutely love it, and it's great. And then the no selling things what made me think of that, because that was one of the other wrestlers that I truly accepted no selling with. I just it's beastly, it's scary, it's horror movie shit. It's Michael Myers. You got to shoot him 6 times to put him down, and even then he's still going to run.
The one thing I actually am going to be curious about is like, can Jacob do a spear, and how good it's going to turn out. And I do agree, like the no selling, if they do it properly, he can do it really well.
Mm-hmm.
But if they do it overly, then it's like, well, you guys just killed the aura. So just do it like, in this case with the chair. Yeah, that's fine. We'll take that.
Yeah,
we'll take that.
Awesome segment. Excuse me. But anything else on that opening segment, man?
I am a little bit bummed that the Heart Tart got broken up, but
well, it's gonna continue on SmackDown.
No, I mean, like they were having like I thought it was gonna be a little bit longer, a little bit more talking, but nope. The Weeknd had to show up, so
always waiting in the wings is the Weeknd.
I'm sorry. I loved his other albums with songs with Daft Punk, but now he's just wrestling. Come on.
Well, the first 2 super kicks didn't do it. It was click, click, and then the double flip knocked him out.
It's on purpose.
Uh,
I mean, we could line up volunteers.
After that, Joey Test threw to some clips of like amped up dialogue from WrestleMania weekend matches where you can.
I didn't understand the point of that.
I don't know. I don't even have words for that. It was just. I don't know. I don't even want to say it was interesting. It was just kind of weird. I don't need to hear wrestlers that clearly.
The only time that stuff was good was when they did it with Seth during that CM Punk match, and he was like wearing that camera on his head, and he goes to like tie his shoe, and Punk's like, "Can I do this?" And he's like, "Yeah, go ahead." That was great. Other than that, I don't give a shit. Or like that was like that 30-second clip of The Rock telling the ref, "If you count that, I'm firing you," or something like that.
Right? It's like I don't. It's unnecessary.
Like, you want to see how many people that want that list? What's the list of people who wanted to hear this thing? It's on my hand. Oh wait, there's no list. Like
cold-blooded, angry, just so much anger. Speaking of anger, General Manager Adam Pearce was pretty angry on the phone with Nick Aldis, shouting, that he was allowing Jimmy to be there, but not the rest of the bloodline.
Nobody wants the bloodline there.
No, poor Adam. He's got a tough road. He can't control his own show. But he was approached by the Judgment Day, and this is when Dom found out that he would be facing.
What was Dom always pouting?
Tonight. He's good at it. That's his look.
Pouty and bitchy.
Yeah, that's what he's got, man. That's his strong suit. Those are like his key attributes.
You think he'd be excited because he's got for arm candy, but
he's got a nice watch on too. Look at that thing.
I'm not a watch guy, but I wouldn't want to wear that anywhere near a wrestling ring. I'd be afraid I'd break it.
When they said that he was going to be facing a former world champion, before they announced it was going to be Damien Priest here, who did you have in mind? Did you think they were going to go like with a serious threat or like kind of a jokey thing?
Part of me thought it was a return, in all honesty. And I started going off and going like, oh my God, could it be these people? I saw a lot of names on the internets, or as you would say, the Twitters. Of like people like being like serious names and then like joking names. I didn't see Gilbert once. Kind of bummed. That would have been the best. Adam Pearce sends for Gilbert. Come on. Dom versus Gilbert. Let's go.
I don't know what Dwayne Gill is doing these days.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
But
no, all right. But after that, you've heard of matches being once in a lifetime. This is once in a month time because that's about how often we see it. Ludwig, Kaiser, and Sheamus.
Yeah. It was the first time ever. what they should have said.
Yeah, look at that fella. I said this online, but I swear there is some mathematical formula that correlates the length of a Sheamus match and how much his hair flattens during the
Yeah,
course. You don't time
I've
that
seen
way.
it and I hate it because now I can't unsee it.
Yeah. Someone retorted to
Damn
me
it.
that if he goes too long in the Rumble, he'll have a bowl cut. So, Sheamus picks up the win here in 10 minutes. I don't understand what they're doing with Sheamus at this point. What they're doing with Kaiser at this point.
Do you want some brutal honesty or do you want some honesty?
Oh, hit me with the honesty, fella.
Just honesty? Okay.
That'd
that's
be brutal, whatever. Fuck it, I don't care.
You want the brutal honesty, and I'm pretty sure viewers do too.
Hit me with your pet shark, sir.
Listen there, Joe. No, that's Pat Benatar. Sorry, Pat Benatar. Not. No. So this match came on. I made myself a snack. This match continued. I drank a couple glasses of water, and by the third point of me watching this match and a commercial had started, I got a text message from my mom, and she says, "Hey, I need help moving some furniture." What do you think I did? I went and lifted a 50-pound freezer for something to do and brought it across my house instead of watching this match because I could still see the match, but I was just like, yay.
Yeah,
I would have rather watched animals play fighting than this match.
Yeah. I mean, it was
Sorry,
a fine
fella.
match, though.
Not
the
a
match
banger.
was fine.
Not a banger.
No, it's just a repeat banger. It's a repeat banger.
It's becoming the new Hayes Andrade feud.
Yeah. They have a deep enough roster. They don't need to do this. They need to have a. I don't know.
You know what they should do? You know what they should do? Hear me out. Do what AEW does. Every week, alternating matches. So, 1 week, we have these set of people. The next week, these set of people. And then at one point, they intertwine and go different places. Will they do it? No. Should they do it? Yes. Because, I'm sorry. I'm done seeing certain people's matches. There's no way of sugarcoating it.
Caesar is done with that bullshit.
I'm
not here.
Not
now.
I'm about as done with that shit as you are done with that one shitty gimmick that's finally gone.
Oh, it's
from
gone.
a certain tag team who did good tonight.
And we'll be talking about them in a little bit.
I know you'd be excited to discuss that one.
But after the 48th iteration of Sheamus...
actually, 52. 52.
All right, 52nd iteration
of 72.
Sheamus and Ludwig Kaiser. Oh, yeah. They wrestled 20 more times since...
No, we're doing the Michael Cole, remember? Where, every time he would say, the segment, he did, the higher number. Now we're at 105.
Oh, Jesus. But that flat hair, that's how you know. But after that match, we had a well-done vignette with Rhea Ripley talking about how she is coming for Liv Morgan and that she's going to have to kill her to stop her. What'd you think of the Rhea Ripley vignette here, Caesar?
I think it's cool they're actually making it so it was there's men, there's women, and there's multicultural promos. So I'm getting behind a lot of these. It's cool. Instead of just, the 35 Judgment Day segments. Now it's the mix of segments. So thank you. Ooh.
After that vignette, backstage, we had Jimmy and Jay walking and chatting together, and they kind of came across Sami Zayn. Jay hugged him. They said, "What's up?" And Sami asked to talk to Jay by himself, and Sami's not particularly thrilled with this turn of events here. And man, Jay hit him with the "You ain't family," which got an actual "oh" from the fans. Man, come on, Jay. That wasn't very oozy of you.
Yeah, I don't know. You gotta wonder, is Sami gonna sneak over and take on Solo's side, or what's gonna happen?
Well, it's hard to say, but we got maybe a little bit of a tip of the hat we'll talk about later here tonight. But after that, we had a quick vignette that was the Cody Crown Jewel vignette.
Yeah,
Crown Jewel Saturday, right?
Yeah, I'm very yay about Crown Jewel.
I mean, it's a show that at the very least takes place in the afternoon, so there's that.
Yeah, for you guys.
Are we only an hour apart, you and I? Or are we 3 hours apart?
What time is it for you?
It is currently 11:01 Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, it is currently 8:01 Pacific Standard Time.
Oh wow, so that is a early morning show for you.
See, for me, I gotta decide, and John will probably vouch on this one. I gotta choose Crown Jewel or Saturday morning cartoons. No, not fair.
You're right, it's not fair.
I am not gonna watch Crown Jewel on my phone and SpongeBob on a 55-inch TV. Maybe Scooby-Doo actually, but
Lord. Back to Monday Night Raw.
Okay, priorities.
Yeah. Zelina Vega with the LWO taking on Ivy Nile with American Made.
A question for you, actually. Stella mentioned this. Did Lillian actually get everyone's names in this proper?
I
hallucinating?
Wasn't paying that close of attention.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't hear anything glaringly obvious that was wrong.
Because, like, I know
there was
last
no number one containers match or anything.
Oh, there wasn't?
No.
Damn it. I was really shooting to hope that Rubbermaid was gonna win. No, I know last time she had mentioned the whole LWO, and it was just like Ray and Dragon Lee, and this week it was Zelina with Cruz and Wild. So it was good to hear that she got everyone's names. So I just had to get that out there.
She's good at what she does. She really just probably needed a week to get settled in.
I give her at most like 3 to 4 weeks, and then she'll have like a rhythm back.
Yeah, she's good.
Maybe less.
But Ivy Nile picking up the win here in just about 7 minutes. Pretty solid match, nothing too crazy.
No, it was cool to see it, but it seemed like everyone got at a certain point more entertained by the outside action in front, like close to like the hard cam, like bottom of the screen when the two tag teams started brawling, and lo and behold, next week they're gonna have a match probably with the 4 of them or 6 of them.
That would seems to be a likely scenario.
Yeah, pretty much.
If booking tradition holds strong, that'll
yawn. Sorry, I had to cough.
It's okay. It's all right. Oh man. After that, we had yes, John. Not me.
WWE just confirmed this match for Crown Jewel.
Oh
here.
boy.
The bloodline.
Breaking news.
The bloodlines. The bloodliney?
Blood lineals.
The blood people.
The blood folk.
6-man
They're
tag
doing this
match.
at Crown Jewel.
Crown
Jewel's getting this. Crown
I was
Jewel's
gonna take the logo off of Tangaloa's face, but
No, keep
I
it
think
there.
I think that's pretty appropriate.
Blue dot.
Mhm.
Blue dot. He just got blue dotted. Come on. That shouldn't. Ooh. That feels like that should be here.
But like, does that mean we're gonna get the actual full-blown bloodline civil war at like Survivor Series?
We thinking the War Games?
Yeah, because like there's not really been, have we been having many of those like traditional 5-on-5 elimination matches for like Raw vs SmackDown? Like the last one was like before the pandemic.
They don't really like to do those anymore.
I miss those.
Yeah.
Or even just like 2 teams, team Pierce versus team Aldis. There you go.
How about just Aldis versus Pierce?
Ooh. And then throw in like a tag team partner each. There you go. I don't know. Call it first time ever. Throw in some extra names too.
Yeah, once in a lifetime.
Yeah. Throw a ladder match in there too, just cause. Make up a title. There you go. Make up all this sort of dumb crap. Put a contract or a briefcase on a pole. Come on, let's keep going.
Yeah. Oh man. But
Let's just keep going off the deep end.
We had Jimmy asked Jay how the talk with Sami went, and Jay said told him he wasn't family. He said, well, he's not. But Jay defended Sami, which is understandable. And, he told Jimmy that when you went away, he stepped up and stepped in. And, Jimmy said that he wanted to go talk to Sami. Jay wasn't super comfortable with that. He told him that, if you do that, it's not going to lead to anything good. But now we'll have a little more developing on that as the evening progresses. But from there, making his entrance to the ring was Seth freaking Rollins.
That jacket scares me.
He was wearing his Cookie Monster colors tonight. Cookie Monster. So he was running down Bronson Reed, saying that he was going to be hunting for a monster, and Bronson Reed appeared via camera from the parking lot. Man, I thought the NXT parking lot was dangerous, but apparently the Raw parking lot is far worse. And Seth Rollins went out there and they brawled in the lot. I have loved what they've done with Bronson Reed the last month and a half. This program with him and Seth Rollins has been awesome. Really looking forward to this match.
Why does it seem like everyone on NXT moves double click the speed compared to everyone on main? You notice that, it's just me.
There are some people that move at a normal main roster speed.
No, they move it as fast as a wall safe.
Oh man! But
I've seen a legless animal move faster.
Like a snake? Snakes don't have legs.
No, literally an animal that's just laying there. I don't know what it is, but I used to see for example, Drew McIntyre when he was in NXT. When that man hit a claymore, I thought the person's head would end up in the nosebleeds. Now when he hits a claymore, I'm like, ooh, that's cool. So I don't know. I'm just gonna say it simply. Just give us the damn match already. Let them frolic around the ring in Saudi Arabia. Give them half an hour to jump around and give them 90 more matches. Because that's probably what's gonna happen.
The brawls have been a blast though, man. The curb stomp on the hood of the car. Bronson's just an unstoppable machine. This is the best.
You want to book him? You want to book him properly? Tell him to shut up for a bit and just start breaking people. Truthfully.
But his body's a weapon.
Yeah, and I can break paper with my fist. So
oh man.
Just truthfully, it bugs me whenever you see Bronson just doing these dumbass matches the Monster whatever match. That was just, it was cool, but the title sounded dumb. I don't know. It's just my take on it.
This is crazy.
Uh-oh.
This is crazy. You just let him say all that stuff, Tyler. You should throw things at him.
He's in Canada. I can barely throw something across the room. I'm not going to
throw
get
Molly at me.
I'm not throwing.
Bronson Reed deserves some damn respect here. Damn
That's what I'm saying. Don't give him those stupid gimmick matches. Give him shit where he breaks people.
Everything they're doing with Bronson Reed is getting over. I can't imagine changing any of these things. Monster, even the silly well, I really like them, but I'm also a big Godzilla fan. The videos with the kaiju Bronson Reed,
and that's the only thing I personally haven't liked, but
I love those.
I want to after this match, the one thing I don't really want happening, and if it happens, I'm sorry. I kind of don't want anyone else to get interfered or in the way in this match at Crown Jewel. I don't want to say the name because I don't want it to jinx it. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. I just want them to have a brutal ass whooping match at Crown Jewel. Whether it's 15 minutes, 20 minutes, I don't give a shit. Just let them go, please. Just destroy each other. I don't care. Help. Distract the referee and bring out some chairs.
They're monsters. But after the parking lot brawl, Barrett and Joey through to highlights of said brawl coming back from the break, and then they pivoted into what happened last week with R-Truth and Miz. And then after that, they showed a clip from later that night of Miz trying to back out of what he was dealing with there with the Final Testament. But they kind of threatened him back into the situation because they were like, hey, look, it's either the Wyatts.
That's what that face
for
says,
us.
right?
I fucked up.
Well, that too, but you know what else that face says? I'd hit you, but I don't want to get sued.
Don't want to get sued. From there, we in the backstage area still, we had I don't know what to call. Are they still Alpha?
Let's just
Alpha
call
Academy?
them that for easy.
Right. But
Again,
our
for
truth approached Otis, Akira Tozawa, and Maxine. Maxine's pants. Like, am I the only one? Am I the one that thought they were like really oddly cut? Like, I don't know.
I don't know. I was having a good giggle with how she was acting with our truth.
Everyone loves our truth.
So I mean, like, instead of her just doing her usual stuff from before, now she's like dabbing up our truth and just having a little bit of fun. So no wrestling, just doing things.
Exactly. But while our truth was hanging out there, he was approached by the Miz, and the Miz was trying to get back in his good graces.
Oh, I love this. I love this.
Terrified of the Wyatts, and Miz acted like he was with it. Or sorry, yeah, R-Truth acted like he was with it, and then he just slaps Miz across the face and says, "Good luck with the Wyatts. Y'all gonna die," which is without question my line of the night tonight.
Can I say it though? Can I say it right now? And I really hope this happens. And if it kills the mystique, I'm sorry. But could you imagine how funny it'd be if Truth came out with the Wyatt 6 and smacked them a couple times in front of them?
Just shows up with them, like wearing a spooky mask. Or
No,
something.
not spooky mask. Something like that wouldn't be our truth. That wouldn't be our truth. It'd be
No, like a Superman mask, like one of the the plastic ones from like the old style costumes from the 80s.
Like a plastic mask or like a cheeky cartoon mask. And then he'd be like, "Hey y'all, I'm part of the Wyatt 6." Or he'd call something like, I don't know, the Wyatt Stacks or like the Wyatt 7.
Dungeon of Doom.
Is that
That'd
his
be
name?
part of the Dungeon of Doom. That's what he'd say. He'd call it the Dungeon of Doom. That's what I think he'd say.
Okay. I'm just saying he wouldn't call it the proper name, that's for sure. He'd call it, "Hey y'all, I'm with the Shield." There you go. Oh,
But, after he slapped Miz, he was walking off, and also great line. Saw Pete Dunne and said, "Hey Butch, have you seen Pete?" And then just walked off.
Oh, when I heard that, I put my drink down. I was like, "Oh God."
It was good.
It was good, but it's like, oh man. Our truth. I hate how good these are.
Next up on the card, we had the triple threat tag match to determine the #1 contenders for the tag
I'm
titles.
so glad they pulled the trigger on this. Holy shit.
We had Rey Mysterio and Dragon Lee taking on the War Raiders, not the Viking Raiders, not the Viking Experience, but the War Raiders, and the New Day. Great match. Went just about 17 minutes. When it was all said and done,
And
the
6
War
commercials.
Raiders, 6 commercial breaks. The War Raiders pick up the win and will be getting a tag team title shot in the future.
Please.
What do you think of this match?
Please put the belts on these two.
Yeah.
They're an actual team. When I was watching it, I dare I say raced back from like whatever I was doing, whether it was like grabbing a drink or like, grabbing a new pen or something. And their energy when they came through the curtain into the Titantron, it's awesome. So like they're a whole new version of themselves, and it's been entertaining as hell to watch.
Reinvigorated. Like you can tell that they're happy about this.
Oh, they're not happy. They're over the world. They're over the top of the moon. Like they're just like they just found out they won the lottery times 1,000. So give them the titles like whenever the match goes. Because I'm sorry, but Judgment Day looks so stupid carrying around those coins. Let's put them on an actual tag team, not 2 men that are as high as 5'4". Like those two are having fun, but they're also breaking people, and that's what we need. Is someone who's having fun breaking people.
Do you think he uses conditioner in his beard?
I don't know. That's actually a question. What do you think? Because you have one of those things.
I do. Wyatts do have a hold of.
I think maybe he brushes. Maybe he combs it out a lot.
Maybe.
I think that Alfred thank you for joining us, by the way, is saying that
thank
the
you, Alfred.
Wyatts got a hold of the Miz tonight. I'm gonna find this right now and play that video for us.
Oh, well, and before you throw the video, he was instructed to seek out Bo Dallas, or I think Karrion Kross said he was going to break his legs.
No, I think he said deal with us. I think or something like that. I'm sorry, that's not terrifying at all, actually.
Well, maybe Karrion said you'll have to spend more time alone with me in a room.
Okay, that's disturbingly disgusting. I'd rather do the one chip challenge again. If I had to be completely brutally honest. You didn't try that?
No, I didn't. I know what you're talking about, but
That thing it was disgusting. Holy
Okay.
smokes.
Karrion has this. He posted a video on Twitter, a 1 minute
Shaky
video,
cam video, isn't it?
and I will share it with the class.
Yay! Our teacher's
Thanks for
sharing.
that, Alfred.
Yeah, thank you, Alfred.
We appreciate that.
He can read?
Babe, you won't believe what happened.
What?
Miz just got kidnapped by the Wyatts.
Oh, that's the worst fucking acting.
Yeah, Scarlett, stick to the other acting.
Like, they took him?
What?
Kidding.
Yeah. We gotta go.
Well, how long ago did they take him?
I don't know, like 20 minutes or so?
20 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, by now he's definitely dead.
Babe, it's not funny.
It's funny a little bit. He's dead for sure. I'm not going anywhere.
Babe, we have to go help him.
I gotta put my jacket on. You really want to leave?
I mean, we probably should, right?
100% dead though.
We should try, right?
This is like watching a high school movie project for a film class.
Karrion Kross is great though, as when he's not.
Scarlett was terrible.
when he's
television.
not on Raw, he's great. Like,
Ironically.
Ironically, he's not wrong.
oh my god. Oh, he's definitely dead.
I just he's like
100%
that one.
dead.
He's like that one friend who's like, yeah, he's screwed. Goodbye.
Yeah. Yeah.
You stole another cat?
Yeah. This is Zelda. I don't know that Zelda's really been on the show a lot. But
I don't think so.
yeah, it's
Maybe like once in a while.
every once in a while. But yeah, that was something.
Damn it, Molly.
The acting definitely leaves something to be desired. Because yeah, that was flat, Scarlett, but it's okay. Karrion is unintentionally funny so often. Interesting though. So yeah, so I guess the Miz has been kidnapped. You quite possibly. Thanks to Alfred there. Breaking news: The Miz kidnapped. Capital crimes occurring once again in professional wrestling with no recourse from the law.
Plot twist. He was kidnapped by R-Truth and was wearing a mask.
There you go. It was R-Truth all along.
Dun dun dun.
Oh man. But let's see here. Back to my notes over here. Let's see. This was Jimmy was walking around looking for Sami, and Jay approached him and asked him if he talked to him yet. And this is when true betrayal, I think, was shown. Sami Zayn having a chat with Solo Sikoa.
You could just see the joke captions. Hey, Oos, you got any bus change? Oos,
Oh,
I
man.
swear, I know the perfect idea for last birthday party. Let's go. I told you.
Yeah.
I told you.
But great development here. I mean, I don't know what they've got going on here. I can't really think of a good reason that Sami Zayn would be talking to Boss Baby Solo Sikoa.
I don't want to know, but like I want to wait to find out if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Like the
It might
easy
get a
way
little
out would
more.
the easy way out would be like us three discussing it every week on podcasts every Monday night. But like, it's good when we can't predict these things. Is what I'm getting at.
I'm genuinely not sure what the fuck you're talking about, but I'm glad that you're here with us, Caesar. I really am.
I know. I'm excited. No, I'm just saying, like some segments we've watched, all three of us have the exact same response. Like, oh, it's obvious this is what's gonna happen. Whereas this time we're like, what could they be doing? Does that make more sense? I hope it does.
It's cool. I wanted to say that it is fun that they took this little detour, this little twist here, because people have wanted Sami back for a while, and like we mentioned before, like we like to call it here, the rest hold. They're not gonna give it to you immediately. We know you want it. Hold on. This is great. This is booking the 6-man for this Saturday. With this new Sami Zayn development has made it really interesting because they're probably gonna fail, right? They
have to.
They need Sami Zayn.
What would that mean that this Friday would be a pre-taped show?
Yeah, they taped it already.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Okay.
Nice. Got away without spoilers.
Okay. No, you guys are both. No, I'm busy. No, you guys are both right. Like, it doesn't make sense with Sami joining or discussing with Solo. You gotta feel like something's cooking going into the Saudi Arabia show this Saturday on the PLE.
Oh yeah. And like John said, Sami has to be part of that reunified bloodline. It's such an integral part of that whole.
Could they see him joining forces at the pay-per-view, or would he just be in like the background until the next Raw? I wonder.
I don't know. I think they're gonna slow burn it as much as they can, but I don't know how much time they really have to do that. But.
Oh, I'm gonna sound kind of silly, but like, Sami can travel that way, right? Because remember, there's that one show he couldn't do over there.
Yes, no, that's all hunky dory now. He's
okay.
There's no more issues with him going to Saudi. He was on the last show.
That's what I'm saying. I've been so like oblivious to all these.
Yeah,
I've been so oblivious to some of these shows.
Yeah, whatever disagreement, law issue that has been changed, resolved, whatever. I'm not really exactly sure.
That's always good to hear when conflict is resolved, especially in the world of wrestling.
Right.
Where were we?
I actually think that brings us up to Mysterio and Priest. Oh my God, these 2-hour Raws.
I'm liking them.
Like, yeah, I'm still interested to see what they're going to do time wise once we're back on Netflix. I think we are going to crest a little bit closer to that 3-hour mark once we're back on Netflix. But
what I think they should do is, because they'll have the open slot, I guess we'll call it, on Netflix. It's like they should do it where the show is still 2 hours, but have the liberty to go the extra hour.
Yeah, or
not
at least like,
always.
If you need 2 hours and 15 minutes, or 2 hours and 20, or 2 hours and 5, that'd be great. Because
yeah, that's totally fine.
I
agree.
I like not knowing exactly when the show is going to end, because that knowing that there's a hard stop at 10 o'clock, that a match is going to end. You know it's going to end like right at 10.
That shit
is coming. Yeah, and it takes there's already enough suspension of disbelief that we have to fight to have here as wrestling fans, and that's just one more thing that you have to really combat.
See, and this is going to be a throwback for those of us who were actually watching during the Ruthless Aggression and just the post-Attitude Era. I miss when you'd be watching Raw and JR would be like, "I'm sorry, folks, we have to go. The show's over." And you're like, "Oh, crap. Oh, crap. I got to wait a whole week now to watch this again. Crap. You got to figure out who hit Sean with the car, or who flipped the truck, or how did, someone survive the car explosion, so forth." So, yeah.
Good times. But brother, anything else that we didn't touch on about Raw? Anything you want to talk about, or shall we hop into the jobbers and megastars of the night?
Yeah, let's just hop right into the shindig and let's get to some
The
chit-chat.
shindig. So
Oh,
it's jobber time.
Woo!
Tonight's Monday Night Raw jobber of the night.
Jobber of the night.
October 28th, 2024. Caesar, who do you have as your jobber of the night?
I'm trying to think, because like, is it bad that normally on some shows I can sit there and pick out jobbers and stars, and tonight I couldn't really pick much? Is that weird?
It happens. It happens.
You
I got one. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, it's
cool,
Ludwig
cool.
Kaiser.
Is it bad that I was almost gonna say that, but I couldn't? think
No, it's logical. It's Ludwig Kaiser. One, because loss. Two, because what are
Loss.
they even doing? Like, it's like since Gunther has been world champion, it's just like they've really they've done a lot less with Ludwig since then. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know what direction they're putting him. I can't even say I like or dislike the direction. There's just not a direction at this point. So yeah, it's Ludwig Kaiser for me tonight.
I don't know who to. It's okay. So I've got kind of like a mixed one. I just thought about it. So there was a spot during the Zelina Ivy match. I posted about it in our group chat, and I feel like I felt bad for Zelina because I'm pretty sure she missed the spot, but she still tried selling it. And it was that top rope backflip.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not a huge fail. It just sucks because it's like Zelina, if she had hit that, would have looked so awesome on the hard cam or the cam they had or anything.
Hey, sometimes you got to sell the move even though it doesn't hit.
It just sucks, is what I'm saying.
That's
It
part of the
sucks.
game, baby.
Yeah, that's how you play.
Ooh, the game.
And then the other one is kind of a subtle nod to like everybody else that's actually being used finally and properly. It's kind of a mixed thing because like there's people that like storylines are being intertwined or things are being brought up. For example, the War Raiders, they're finally being used like actual tag team without a shitty gimmick. They're being used like wrestlers without a gimmick that are powerhouses. Look at Pete Dunne. He's not being called Butch anymore. He'd be called Pete Dunne. There's so many other people, and there's not like a 35-person tag match. It's like a couple tag matches here, some simple singles matches. Like last week, we had the whole Seth and Bronson thing that was crossed through the whole show. And it was
Right.
like, you know, Adam would be talking to Bronson and Seth comes out of nowhere. So whoever's ideas, some of these weird things are every week, thank you. But it just sucks that people are being used finally instead of before where they were just like, oh yeah, you guys show up here, cool, hang out in catering. So
Always about catering. But hey,
the real question is,
that'll lean us into the yin to the yang here. The megastar of the
Megastar
night.
of the night.
Jesus Christ. Megastar of the night. Caesar, who do you have as your megastar?
I don't want to steal this from you, so I'm gonna take a different route. I'm giving it to R-Truth. Why? Because the way that man switched off his emotions in like that 2-minute time frame, hanging out, bumping fists with Alpha Academy and Maxine.
Y'all
then
gonna
turns to
die.
Miz. Turns to Miz and he's like, "Yeah, I'm cool with you, homie. Yeah, you know, the Austin they're back. Yeah, we're out." Wham! When he hit that, I was like, "Holy!"
I'm really glad. I'm really glad that they did that. I did not want R-Truth to like fall back into that.
Don't get me wrong. He can do stuff with Miz, but like I do agree that it's like, listen, your buddy just sold you to the wolves. If he comes to come back to you, you gotta like put him through some shit first. So
And that's the truth. That's what's up.
and well, like Carrion said, Miz is dead.
He's dead. Oh, he's dead. It doesn't matter now. He's dead.
Yeah, we're gonna attend the funeral.
Oh man.
What about you,
Yeah,
Tyler? Who do you
well,
got for this one?
It is the War Raiders.
See, I was gonna say them, but I was like, you know what? If
Yeah.
I say that, Tyler's gonna be like,
This is great. This is how they should be booked. I really hope they win the tag titles.
Okay.
They're in a gimmick they're themselves. and it's coming across as so much more genuine. And I don't know, I feel like they're performing better with this gimmick.
I was gonna
it's just
say, you mean they're
natural.
actually performing, not being held down by like a restriction.
No stupid shields, no dumbass helmets, just wrestlers. They're
for all I
professional
care,
wrestlers.
For all I care, and of course this isn't gonna happen. If this was a Halloween episode, they could have brought it out for tonight for a giggle.
No.
They
They
said
shouldn't
for a
ever.
giggle, but there wouldn't.
No giggles. The
I hope they
War
bring it out when
Raiders,
they display.
the War Raiders do not giggle, Caesar. They are not gigglers. Do they look like gigglers?
Yes. No, I'm
Those
super
men do
hyped
not
with the-
giggle. They do not he. They do not tee. They do not ha ha.
How do
They
you know?
are because they are War Raiders, Caesar. That goes
What
with
if
the
it?
territory.
What
of
if you
being
go to?
a
What if
War
you go to?
Raider.
What if you would hang out with them and they're like the two dudes that just want to watch like Saturday morning cartoons?
Ivar looks ticklish.
You know what?
I hate when John does that. Just all talking about it, he swoops. He's like, you could just see it now. Hey,
Ivar looks ticklish. That should be on a t-shirt.
Tickle,
though.
tickle,
Ivar looks
tickle. I'm
Oh,
gonna tickle.
no. Stop. No. Thanks.
War
Thanks.
Raiders.
Nope. Featuring in my night terror tonight is that. Thank you so much.
War
Caesar.
Raiders win. Flawless victory.
I'm gonna take your soundboard away.
Mortal Kombat.
Oh my god.
Honestly, though,
Oh.
and on a real note, like seriously, I hope whoever pulls the trigger on War Raiders winning does it properly. Not just here's your Monday Night Raw win. No. PLE. Seriously,
PLE.
PLE. I don't care if it takes like a month. PLE. Survivor Series. There you go. Do it then.
Right? Yeah.
It was Survivor Series Royal Rumble. Build it up.
Give it more time. The more time you can give things, generally, the better it ends up being. Can't give it too
I'm
much
just
time.
curious. I know we talked about this before, but do you think Sarah should join up with them?
No.
No?
No, I don't want any inkling of that Viking shit to be near me anymore. And unfortunately, she's part of that. Let her just do something else and move on. That's it.
Isn't she with one of them?
I don't know. I'm not up on my headphones. I'm not up on all the interpersonal relationships with professional wrestlers.
Yeah, not worth my time.
I know some of them, but not all of them.
Just all of them.
Just all of them. Oh my God.
Here's the list right now on my Facebook page.
I was gonna say, I bet you have like a running like diagram of pictures on your wall linked with yarn.
Yeah, I was just gonna say you're like that guy. You're like, I
Yeah.
know these people. Wait, did they break up?
That's funny, maybe.
Oh shit! I moved the string. I'm not going to bed tonight.
Oh, geez.
Gotta fix all the strings on your wall.
Lord.
Your eyes
Good
are like,
God. What is this? What is happening? But hey, guys, I gotta say, I often do this because it's just so true. I appreciate that we have got so many of y'all watching us live tonight, talking about Raw, breaking it down. And if you've liked what you've heard tonight, I have got some stellar news for you.
what's the
We're
news?
not just
Tell us.
here. We're not just here on Monday nights. We are here
Where
on
else are
Monday
we?
nights, obviously. We're here for Monday Night Raw. We are
Indeed.
also here for Tuesdays for NXT,
Let's
Wednesday
go.
nights for AEW Dynamite,
Mhm,
Thursday nights for TNA Impact, and Fridays are for SmackDown. And if you're up late on Wednesday nights and you want to
What
hear
should I
the
do? What should I
ESR
do?
flagship, check it out. It is
Ooh.
going to be super late live, or if you're like
That's
me
a
and
clean
you got
graphic.
to be up early, it is a lovely graphic.
No, don't even go to
It's gonna be
bed.
up early.
Just listen to the episode. Listen to the episode with these three gentlemen.
I listen to it in the morning. It's there with my
It's
coffee.
not like
I
looks like
drive
John
the kid
and
to
Nick.
school, you know.
it
Yeah, right.
might be them.
You just might. But
Tune in to
yeah,
find
check
out,
that
Nick.
out. Check that out for sure. Sunday, CJ and I are still getting our act together to get the Weekend Wrestling Roundup with a W coming your way. But actually coming your way every Sunday consistently
What is it?
are
What
the
is it?
guys over at 3NT with more pixels in that graphic than any other one of the IWC. They
There you
are
go.
always putting down new content. If you didn't check out their watch along for Halloween Havoc yesterday, do so. And next time they do one of those, watch it live and be part of their conversation. They are always
Hell
having
yeah.
a good time. Always,
I wouldn't
always,
want to have
always.
fun with some people watching wrestling.
Right?
disgusting.
Always fun, guys. But good times, guys. So it's a lot of content. We're on the air pretty much every night of the week, especially on weekends with PLEs. I was on last night breaking down Halloween Havoc, and again, thank you for everyone that watched. Just me sitting here live doing that. It's always a good time, though. No matter what, we always have fun at Dirt Sheet Radio. Hey, Caesar, before we get rolling here, tell the people where they can find you and see you next.
So as always, guys, I'm sitting down with this gentleman beside me, and Monday Night Molly, and of course John Escudero hanging out in the chat too here. Always talking on Monday Night Raw, but as always, I am hanging out on the Wednesday Night Crew with Neek, Robbie, and as always, Mr. John Escudero behind the camera, discussing the beautiful events of AEW Dynamite. If you're trying to find me and tell me how annoying I am on the microphone, or you just want to talk to me and talk shop, my socials right there in the bottom by my name. I'm at NoobTube. There are too many to name nowadays, so I'm just gonna say Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Use that name right there to come find me and tell me things that you like about wrestling. Hell, talk shop there too with me, but you can always catch me on the show here. But the gentleman to my right, your left, holding the four-legged baby of his, Tyler, take it away.
I am Tyler, the Pro Wrestling Hipster. You can check me out on Twitter or Instagram. That's at PW Hipster. Don't do a whole hell of a lot there. But if you want to see me on the Facebook, the Pro Wrestling Hipster on Facebook, check me out. Give me a follow after you follow Dirt Sheet Radio, of course. And be sure, guys, to hit that like and subscribe button. I know it's annoying to hear, but it helps us out very, very much. I'll be back live tomorrow night breaking down NXT. We'll be back there. So thank you guys for tuning in live tonight.
I got a question.
See you tomorrow night for NXT. What?
I got a question.
What's the question?
Oh no, John no. So tomorrow night, I saw a card preview of what's going down. I see the tag belts are up for grabs. What's your opinion on that match going into it? I want your take on it before we close out, because I'm really curious.
Still Fraxium. Still Fraxium.
You saw Fraxium? Oh, I love that tag team. When I first saw that Battleground on the watch along, or the review, it was amazing. Those guys were pretty hyped, so I'm excited for that. Dodgers win. Awesome. Dodgers won. Tampa won. Holy smokes, everyone's winning tonight. But, like you said, Molly's, because everyone loves Monday Night Molly. So, that's my question. That's my 2 cents. Thank you, guys. We'll see you guys next time.
All right. Have a good night, guys. We'll see you later tomorrow night.
Yeet!